Hi, I'm Rachel, and this is my November 2023 book haul. Alas, like I thought last week, or was feared last week, I am not yet ready to do my belated Victober video because I'm still reading my belated Victober books. So, putting that aside, because still wanted to get out a quick video this month, and I think I've gotten all the books I should acquire, and now I'm here to share them with you. The first book I have to share is technically a holdover from October. So this is the book. This was part of a scavenger hunt that the DC library system put together. Actually, it's been on hiatus for a while. They did it for a couple of years before COVID. Then COVID hit, and it's been off the radar, or, it hasn't been on the books, basically, no pun intended. And then this year, finally, they decided to do it again, coinciding with Banned Books Week. The library picked a theme and chose 6 books that have been banned in certain circumstances and got several copies and hid them in library branches and in businesses around the city. It's a way to also support local business. And they got these custom covers made. They worked with an artist. The spines make this snake in the grass design, but this is just one book. I showed off the other book that I got this year. I only decided to get 2 books this year because, I was busy doing some other things, but I wanted to go scavenger hunt for these particular 2 books, and this one is the nonfiction book, so I thought that would be appropriate given that this is also Nonfiction November. So this is the cover, and it has a quote from the book inside on it. And that book is The Color of Law by Richard Rothstein, which accounts the ways that the American legal system has intentionally worked to segregate blacks from whites and keep black people from attaining as much equality with whites. So I thought this would be a great way to look into the specifics of that. The second book I have to show you is also nonfiction. This is Israel, A History by Anita Shapira. I have been involved in my synagogue's Israel book club for the past couple of years. Obviously, this is a more contentious time than usual and perhaps a more meaningful time. We read nonfiction primarily and some fiction from Israeli and Palestinian sources. And this one is a National Jewish Book Award winner, so that's promising. I think it's going to be one of the sort of sprawling histories, like going off of the back, saying it's organized chronologically. This volume explores the emergence of Zionism in Europe against the backdrop of relations among Jews, Arabs, and Turks, and the earliest pioneer settlements in Palestine under Ottoman rule. Weaving together political, social, and cultural developments in Palestine under the British Mandate, Shapira creates a tapestry through which to understand the challenge of Israeli nation building, including mass immigration, shifting cultural norms, the politics of war and world diplomacy, and the creation of democratic institutions and a civil society. So yeah, I mean, I can tell that it's kind of heavy on, pre-state and the forces that coalesced to encourage Jewish communities to want to and work toward making a state. I don't know how far into the state it's going to go. This, I think, for me, is going to be a bit of a breath of fresh air to be able to go into complexities and nuance and to get off of social media takes and the 30 character tweets on what Israel is. I think this really is going to be a balm for me, hoping that it is engaging. And the book club meeting is in early December, so hopefully I will be getting to it soon. And the final book I have to show you, admittedly, I returned to my fiction roots. This is Last Summer at the Golden Hotel by Alyssa Friedland, which I picked up at Solid State Books earlier this month. You might have seen it in clips that I did on one of my nano vlogs. So I was excited to do that. And this book particularly stuck out to me because not only was it on my TBR of Jewish fiction that interested me, but I heard the author give an interview a few years ago with Hadassah, I think it was. So I thought that it stuck out to me all the more because of that interview. There's sort of a nostalgia about it. It's not nonfiction, but it is based on real history about sort of the decline of the Catskills Jewish hotels that were so popular in like the early into mid 20th century, especially when Jews weren't as welcome in other places. So they kind of created their own summer vacation hotspots. And so I think this is about the dying days of a fictional hotel in the Catskills, based, I think, on the author's real experience with her family. And so I'll go ahead and also, if I can find a link to that interview. And I'll link to additional information for these two books as well, maybe the Uncensored DC Scavenger Hunt for this one, and the award information for this one. And that about covers it for me now. As usual, I will also link to the Goodreads pages for all three of these books if you are more interested, and also solid state books, I suppose, if you're interested in local DC bookstores. And so I should be back on this channel, hopefully on Monday, posting my week 3 nano vlog, as I am still scrabbling through this monthly project. And then my next non-nano video after that really should be my Victober reading wrap-up, and where I will be comparing and contrasting the Victorian books that I meant to get to in October but did not, but at least I'm getting to them, you know. And it's been an enlightening experience, I think. Hopefully I'll find some interesting things to say. So yeah, I hope your Novembers are going well, whether you are taking part in NaNoWriMo or a belated Victober or Nonfiction November. You know, there's always so many fun things to do in the reading and writing communities. So I hope you're having fun and getting some good books out of the deal. And yeah, thanks so much for watching, everyone. And I'll see you next time.